Welcome back to Bloodborne. Well, it almost came out. Well, it's been a week since I've been able to stream, but I have been working on this. It took me all week, but I got through the cursed Pthumerian defilement chalice. And I'm not going to have story time and show you the videos from it. I'm just going to put that video up on YouTube after the next two videos are loaded later this week. But it took many attempts to get through all three of the bosses. The Keeper of the Old Lords gave me trouble at first, which I did stream, but it went in a direction I did not expect it to go, and I didn't want it to go. So I cut the stream and I took it offline, and after about 2 or 3 more tries, I got that boss done. And then crap, I can't remember who the middle one is. Oh yeah, Watchdog of the Old Lords. Took probably a day or two to get through, but we got there eventually. And then Amygdala. Whew. Amygdala, everything that I thought was the right way to finish Amygdala off was wrong. And in the end, it was so much simpler than I remembered. So yeah, all that's going to be in a nice 50-minute, I think, capture on YouTube that we'll put up later this week, or actually probably mid next week, because this is Friday night. Saturday morning, it's 12:30 in the morning. It is the 11th of December right now, and I hope you have had a great week. I started my new job. I've been very busy all week, and I'm planning on playing the Chalice dungeon today, and we'll see where we go after that. Maybe we'll go to the final dungeon, and maybe we'll head right to the Pthumerian Descendant, who I'm actually looking forward to trying out some of these arcane tools that I never used the first time I played. I'm looking to use the auger, and I'm thinking about upgrading all the way to 45 arcane so I can use Call Beyond. But we got a ways to go if we do that. So where we're at right now. Let's just double check I didn't get any newish blood gems. I think I checked this. I checked this before, but this one I don't understand, because it gives you how do they word it? Oh, the problem with this is versus the kin, it's down 10.5. You know what? Where we're going, we're not going to see any humans, I don't think. Reduces stamina cost 19.3 instead of 18. Here, why don't we put it in? Can I put it in here, or is it? This is the one, right? Yeah. Let's put it here and see how it do. See how it do. The next challenge we're going to, it's very interesting. Let me just make one more adjustment here on my screen so I can see. Hey, old Craig, it's hanging well, man. I was wondering, I just got this feeling like somebody was in my chat. I'm just gonna be hanging out probably for an hour or so. It's hard for me to stay up late anymore, and I can't stream them during the day. So, um, but great to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. I was checking out your gameplay video that you posted today. Pretty cool stuff. Old ghosty running around. All right, we're gonna try this. Yeah, we're gonna try this this setup for what we're doing, and I'm gonna. No, do I have? Yeah, I think I need 25. Let me see what I need. I think I already put the chalice in. This one is the cursed defilement. Let us never have to do that again. That was horrible. I hated it. Yes, we got our Pearl Slugs. We got our Ritual Blood 5s. Yeah, I am doing well. Thank you so much, man. We need 25 Arcane Haze. Okay, so let's go get some Arcane Haze, which we will get out of the Flower Buds. Holy Chalice Rituals. I don't know. Hopefully this works. I don't know how many. We'll do 3. I don't know if it matters if you have to use like a certain level of cold blood flower in order to get into a depth 5 chalice. Oh, I need blood echoes. Okay. Let's see what we can do about that. I believe yes, I do have some of this. Does not look like it's going to get us to where we need, so we might need to just do a quick run around. Yeah. Thanks for checking the video out. Yeah, I've never seen the church on fire in Bloodborne. Oh, this is what happens after you defeat Murgo's Wet Nurse, which is kind of like the final boss of the story progression. As you're running around and going to different areas, you fight this really cool looking creature. It's got its cloak on. It has no face, but it's got this long cloak neck, like nothing in the hood, and then it holds like a ton of like these really long curved knives, and it has all these arms, and it moves its arms around. Once you kill Murgo's Wet Nurse, the house is on fire for the rest of the game. And Gehrman, who was the old man who tricked us into becoming a hunter and putting us into this nightmare, he sits at a gate all the way over here and waits for us to do some stuff. Speaking of doing some stuff, let me quickly grind. I just need 5,000 echoes. This won't take long at all. In fact, probably one or two of these guys will probably be enough, but at least I know if I go in here, I won't have to fight my way through something I'm gonna regret. But the chalice we're going to, it is a depth 5, but when you see the kind of creatures we gotta fight, you're gonna wonder what the heck is going on and why it's supposed to be so hard, because the bosses, I'm gonna get my controller charged. Okay, guys, with the hands, you're getting a little handsy. No means no. Okay, guys, come on. Drink your water, Professor. There you go. These Little silly guys. Well, they got us what we needed, though. Don't get up for me. No, just stay seated. It's all right. I appreciate the manners, but I'm just gonna kill you. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Let's get moving. So yeah, we only have to fight through 2 bosses. Just for fun, I might check out who's the third boss in the Chalice. But when you see, I mean, if you've been watching this gameplay, Craig might not be familiar with some of the run-of-the-mill enemies that you run into, but the bosses that we're going to run into are rather silly, quite silly. For the second to last Chalice dungeon, after fighting through the defiled, the cursed Pthumerian defilement, it's kind of ridiculous. It's a dungeon that took me all week to get through. But it's just insane. Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty good. I got 5 and 8. I'm probably going to use a little bit of bone marrow ash on the second boss. And we still got our 2 blood vials that we've been holding on to the whole game that we have no reason to keep. Well, I mean, maybe we could use those in the DLC. It'll give us a little bit of an extra boost over our normal blood vials. All right, let's go check it out. I got my notes ready. So, yeah, so we just spent all of the Ritual Blood 5s that we had. We spent all 9 of them. Now we got to go collect 9 more. And the reason we're doing this is because we need red jelly. That's the only thing we actually need out of this this dungeon, and it's in the third layer. So we'll have to fight through the first 2. I am gonna still save scum before both bosses, but again, it's just so ridiculous. All right. Light the lamp, not the rat. All right, so we're gonna go forward. I'm probably gonna kill a couple things we come in contact with. I'm not gonna necessarily run straight to it. Was that the lamp again? No. No, that's not a lamp. There it is. Alright, we go left. Oh yeah, we go down. Let's see. So that would probably be considered kin, so it probably takes an extra hit to get him down. Here's the boss door. Anybody else up here? Yeah. Alright. We got rats. Oh, rats. And these things, some of these are so ugly. We got some pustule rats coming up soon. Unless it's in the next one. Hey, how's it going? What? What? I don't remember what that is. What is that about? All right. All right, so we got a little sneaky tricks here. We're gonna get ganged up by these rats. A little unfair. Throw me into the middle of this business. I think, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure where I am. This is, oh, okay. So it put me in this room when I was right up those steps. All right. Well, let's just see what's in here anyway. I don't know if that was like a trap in the floor or if that was like an enemy's special attack. I kind of slightly remember that happening before, but yeah, this gemstone's not too bad. It's not making it too hard to fight humanoid kind of enemies. Keen, you know. Alright. Let's go back the way we're supposed to go. I do like exploring, though. It is fun to... Oh, no. Wait a minute. Let me double check. This is where I dropped down, right? I think so. Sure would be nice to have a map. Well, let me go up here and just get my bearings. Because I need to go opposite of the way that we came in. So there's the door. Yeah. So we're going this way. I don't think there's any slugs here that are going to grab us from above. We're going up this... Oh, yep. That is a trap. Okay. But I don't think you can see it in the floor until after it's activated the first time. So, it wasn't like I was just being dumb. Not my fault for missing it. Yes, it was. Behind upstairs, left door upstairs to switch. Okay. Oh, we got little Stevens up in here. A couple Stevens. Cute, but deadly. Oh, stop. Just try to spit frenzy at me. Meanie. Ooh, a tempering damp blood gem 5. That might actually be better than anything I'm using. It might. All right, well, here's the switch. Yeah, what we need is past the boss door. Okay, I know I already unlocked it. I was just testing you. Just wanted to see if you knew I unlocked it. That's all. All right, back over to the ladder that we just came from. Could not find the ladder. Blended it so well. So we're just going to go in here for some ritual blood 5s. Right down, right. I saw you walk in the other direction. I didn't think you were even coming after me. Good job, buddy. Thought you had given up on life. I said right, but I feel like that's down? Oh, wait a minute. Isn't it a doorway? Yeah. The doorway over here. Here. Okay. Right and down. Yeah, down the steps to get the ritual blood. Okay. Ah, see? Another trap. Another trap. got another sucker. Another sucker. Do I have the auger? I don't have the auger loaded. Let's see what this does. I've used this on them before, I think, but... Come on! What is up with these enemies? Just chilling. They're just chilling, and then as soon as I go to do something and I'm distracted... Rude. Fine, I'll get my ritual blood and get out of here. Two of those. With all this extra stuff in the air, it looks like a secret door somewhere. I do not need to go up here. I'm just curious. I'm just looking around. It's a keeper of the old lords. A couple poisonous jackals. A Steven. A bunch of Stevens. Spiders. Yeah, I don't need any of this. I don't need any of that. Okay. Even though it's probably, well, I think if I say it, I'm going to regret it. So let's just go and see what happens. Because knowing my hubris, if I don't save, then the boss in quotation marks is going to kill me. There's at one point through one of these chalices, I'm gonna have to plug this in. You know what? Let me plug it in now. One of these chalices, the boss is one of those pigs. And the pigs can get a little tough sometimes, like the three pigs right before the Murgo fight. Murgo's wet nurse. I keep doing that. Is tough. You know, they're all three of them. They can kill you with one hit. But this thing, now we have struggled with the boss we're about to meet in numbers. Like if there's 3 or 4 of them all together, then they can be a bit of a struggle. But we've just fought 2 of them one-on-one and did okay. So that's a spoiler if you've been paying attention. You've only fought a couple things: rats, a couple skellies, and some suckers. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if I want to waste materials on him, but let's find out. Let's see what he do. We'll use the auger. See if we can. I think I've used the auger on them before, and I think it kind of stuns them. But just for fun, we'll do fire, paper, and beast blood, and then the auger. I'm looking to use these arcane abilities on the Pthumerian Descendant because I feel like I need to avenge my previous playthrough on my main account. I thought the cursed Pthumerian Defilement Chalice took a long time, but ooh, man. My struggle through that boss fight when I first played this game. I mean, we will more than likely get to him tonight. Alright, so we'll just load back into the game. This will only take a minute. Apologize for the little delay in time. I'm hoping it's not necessary to do this because if I lose to this boss, it's just gonna be bad news. It's weird. This floor, it's just a few enemies, and then the next floor, it's mostly the same enemy on that floor, and even on the third floor too, and the boss. It's like I think by the time they got to this one, they were like, I don't know, just put these 3 enemies in it and just call it a day. That's why I'm curious to see what the third boss is. Alright, so I'm going to move to a pillar. Because he can get you in a position where you are stunned. What? How did I not use the auger? What happened? That's weird. See, it works. Alright, Tex. Stop your shooting. Ah, you got me. That's okay, though. Ooh, that would be good to use against things that are not resistant to fire, that are weak to fire. That's the word. That's how you word that thing when you talk like you know what you're talking about. So that was the whole fight. I mean, it probably took maybe 3 times the amount of hits that a normal one of those enemies would take. So I guess it's kind of a boss fight, but I don't know. When it's the same thing that you've been fighting the whole game, it doesn't feel like it's really worth being a full boss fight. Okay. Was looking at my notes. I was like, what the hell did I write there? Oh, okay. Use the pillars. I did. I hear pitter patter. I think this floor has some spiders in it too. 145,000. You know what? Just in case, I'd hate to lose it. Let's quickly run back, see if we can level up. I really don't know if it's worth grinding out. Oh man, probably like 1,000,000 echoes in order to get to 45 arcane. I think I'm just going to... Sorry. Yeah. I think I'm just going to go as planned. We're just going to raise vitality and strength up. Whenever we have enough to do so. if I get to the point where I hate the Pthumerian Descendant enough that I want to use Call Beyond, then we will. Then I'll offline. I'll grind out those using the root chalice that I showed a couple of streams ago. You know what? Let's buy fire papers. I'll buy one more of this. Sure, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, back to it for another fairly simple level. Lamp left, down, forward for ritual blood 5 twos. Okay. And then head back. Yeah, so like I said before, we're going to have to collect 9 ritual blood 5s. All right, left. There's the boss door. And that thing in the middle is kind of like an elevator. Like, I guess a platform is probably a better way to say it. All right, before I go in here, let's double check what I'm doing here. Down the steps, forward. Okay. Eventually, we're going to go back up there for the other stuff. This is where the really gross rats are. Some of them just have really gross things on their backs. There's a wandering nightmare. Oh, God, they're so disgusting. Look how floppy their pustule backs are. God, that's so gross. Blech. Ugh, grossy, grossy, gross. Oh yeah, forward through that hole there. I'm actually just gonna avoid them for now. That's what I need right there. Whoop. Falling down for me. Thanks. Let's get these guys out of the way, so. Alright. Keep getting up. Let's pick up what we need. And we'll head back. Ugh, so disgusting. All right, for this, left door down to the switch. Okay. Hey, buddy. Listen, buddy. I thought that was the one that I thought I killed, but apparently it was just another guy. So okay, he's just doing his job. That's fine. We don't judge here, you know. All right, what do we got? I think this is the room with the spiders. Oh, hi. There you are. They drop down. They're a little tough in numbers, you know, and I think they're probably on the ceiling. I don't really see them. I think these are probably traps where they're like, oh yeah, come get your gifts, your treasures, while we drop some spiders on you. Okay, and we're gonna go over here, and then I think they're just gonna keep dropping spiders. I'm gonna keep falling for the whole thing. Get a good look at the face here. Don't appreciate you getting a hit on me when you really should be dead by now. Do not appreciate that one bit, sir. Alright, this is the door we need, but there is another door. Interesting. Ooh, this looks like it's super spidery. Ooh. Oh, okay, I thought that was something different. Oh, there's a Steven. Uh-oh, they're coming for me. Those guys can give you frenzy, though, which can really screw you up. Screw you up for good. Alright, well, I won't let my curiosity get the better of me. We'll forge ahead. Oh. Down for the switch, I guess. I'm breaking all your pots. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when I break all your pots? You're gonna have no pots. I don't know if these things are affected by... Well, these are baby great ones. I wonder if the kin debuff that I have from the gem, if it makes a difference against them, because the lore is that they are kind of baby great ones, which were... They start out as slugs, which is what humans end up becoming. But it seems like we're doing okay on them. Ooh, man, they wriggle and writhe, don't they? What else do we need to do? We need to go to the boss door to get the next thing. And then we will soon be done with this chalice. Back to the pistol. And I probably should put the cannon back on for the fight. It's actually the one place I'm looking forward to using it. Here's the boss door. Up the ladder, forward. I think it's pretty clear where we're going once we get up here, I think. I think this is just behind this door is the treasure room. I think that's it. Oh, no, it's not. It's a little, no, actually, it is. It's a bit complicated. I was thinking about the third layer. So, on the layer below, yes, here's our alien-like friends. That's what I'm saying. Like, this dungeon has got a lot of silly little creatures in it. I think it's on this side here. Ritual Blood 5, one of them. Oh, let's just do a little bit of exploring. see what else we got over here. Turn on the light for us. Thanks. I am just curious what's over here. It's not where we need to be. Poisonous scorpion down there. I think we actually do need to go down there at some point. There's two suckers waiting. Yeah, that's gonna be in numbers. That's gonna be a problem. So we're gonna avoid that room because we don't need to be there. That's not where we need to go. So back here in this room, I think it's back upstairs to this level. This is where we came in. I think on the other side. The ritual blood, it might be. No, it's blood vials. Always good to have, though. Let's see what's over on this side. Because that's the door we want to go into next. Poison knives. A little bit more exploring. Going out of my way. Probably shouldn't. Oh, wait, no, this is the way we came in. This is the way we came in. Okay. Yes, this is the way we came in. Maybe you are supposed to go to the other side, but hold on. On mid-level, up to the door. Right to Ritual Blood 5. There's 4 of them. Continue forward to the switch. All right. I think that's what my notes say. I watched this like a couple hours ago before I put the boys to bed and stuff. And yes, no, this is not what I need, but it is Kin Blood 10, which is nice. And then I think I actually do need to go through. Hold on one second here. I'm a little confusing myself here. Door right. Okay. There is a right way. And there's a wrong way. Well, no, there is no other way. That's where we're supposed to go. Hi, spider. Wait, who are you jumping on, spider? Oh, nice sneak attack, buddy. What you got for me? More quicksilver bullets, which, you know, useful. Because we did use up a couple, using the auger and such. I think there's a brain sucker in here. There's supposed to be something in here that's going to fight me. Maybe it was just the spider. We lured him out of the way, and we are good to go. Yeah. So this is the last 4 Ritual Blood 5s that we need. And the only other things we need are some Tomb Mold 5s that we can use Arcane Haze on. Or I'm sorry, turn into Arcane Haze for the final Chalice. And red jelly. We need 2 more red jellies. They also, in there's Sage's Wrists, but we have actually enough of those collected. So, but it's all in the same room. So, in the end, it's actually kind of convenient. I think, yes, continue, and this will bring us back to here, and we do this, and then the elevator, and then we jump down, and we don't get hurt too badly. And we go through. And we go through. I did hit the elevator here. Yes. Yeah, of course, we're in the boss area. I forgot. Okay. I thought I was supposed to be hitting an elevator. That's why I just confused myself a little bit. That's all. That's all. Don't mind me. I'm just confusing myself. Where's the boss door then? Over here. All right, let me switch on the cannon. And we are definitely going to save because it would be really embarrassing, but it could happen. Never assume you're going to actually win each time. Actually, I'm going to switch to Bolt. Because I think Bolt does a little bit better for these guys. But it's just one. Okay, so let's exit and save again. $114. Well, I'll probably wrap this chalice up in about 15 minutes, which is kind of where I wanted to be, but maybe we'll head over to the final chalice and see. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I forgot. I got so used to pulling the data off the USB in order to reload for the Amygdala fight that I just completed 2 nights ago. I almost reverted the save back to before I fought the Brainsucker boss. So that would have been unfortunate and a waste of the last 20 minutes. So that's good. I don't think we have any outfit that is better arcane resistance than what we have. We could honestly, we could go back and switch to arcane. Well, all right. So this is a celestial emissary that we're going to fight. It's a big one. It's a spiny head one. As funny as they look and as silly as they seem, this one's going to have some arcane orbs, a little bit like an enemy we're going to see in a large group of them. It's going to be a boss fight in the DLC. They're called the Living Failures. And they use some really, really damaging arcane fight, arcane attack, I guess you could say, that if you can at least block yourself from getting hit by it from the area where it comes from, then you're fine. Otherwise, you're pretty much dead. So it's not nearly as bad as that, but there is a chance that if we let it get to that stage, in its like second or third phase, that we could actually be taken out pretty quickly. So there's a chance we might not make it out of this one alive the first time. I was watching PlayStation Access, which is the UK group that kind of like work. They're kind of like a media arm for PlayStation in the UK, and they do some great videos. And today they did their Friday feature on 7 things, 7 gaming sins, and the last one was save scumming. And I thought about, they actually had a lot of their clips for that was Bloodborne. And I thought, yeah, that's Definitely. But I mean, again, I do this because this is the it makes the most sense. It just makes sense to do this. Why fight your way all the way back from the lamp over to here each time and lose your supplies? I'm going to use probably 2 or 3 bolt papers, a beast blood pellet. They cost money. Why waste that and have to buy more of them? Have to try to get your echoes back. We have 91,000. We have almost enough to level up again, you know? Why waste all that? So just save so you don't lose all of it, and you'll be fine. All right, let's go. I put the cannon on, right? Yeah. He hits a little hard. Oh, there is no protection. Oh, there's one. Okay, you got to use this pillar in the second stage. Oh yeah, let's switch to this too. You still got me a little bit. You know what the heck? Let's do it now. Let's see what damage it does. Nothing. Basically nothing. But that's okay. He's just hard to get behind. Look at his butt. Let's take off the lock. I guess I could do it again when we get him a little lower. Wait, I'm moving my stuff around, buddy. Just give me a second here. I'll be with you in just a second. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is what you gotta watch out for. Now that he's getting all spiny-headed. Let's see. Oh, he still gets you. Through the pillar even, huh? Maybe one more. Oh, yeah, it's really kind of cheating a little bit going through that pillar. Don't appreciate that. All right, I'm just gonna go for broke here. All right, I'll get it though. I mean, still produces a chunk. Nice. 2 chunks, actually. An arcane damp blood gem 6. Ooh, I might use that against the descendant just to see how it does. Okay. Where's my lamp? Where's my lanta? Nope, this is where I came in. There it is. A lot of the decor looks kind of like a lamp, but... So yeah, I mean, both bosses so far, they are kind of high-powered. versions of regular enemies. So, I mean, I'll give them that, but it seems so silly. I should definitely... Well, I should level up, but to be honest, I could probably earn enough. I don't remember who's here. Oh, I know who's here. Yeah, let's level up quick, and then we'll just grab what we need from the rest of this. And then I would love to do a save and just find out who the final boss is.
Layman awaits you. Very well.
We probably have enough to do another one with the Kinblood that we have.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the...
Waking World, great, thanks. Appreciate you. So we're still leaving 78,000 on the table if we end up getting killed, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, forward. There's a big room. And then I kind of have to... I think it's like a left-ish door, where there's going to be kind of like a hallway where there's going to be a boulder trap, a little Indiana Jones, and the Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of boulder trap. But first, so if you were playing this and you never got the Blood Gem Master trophy, this is the room you would probably want to go and grind out some of these Celestial Emissary kills. And the werewolves that are further down in the room. Yeah, the emissaries themselves, I guess, don't really... Oh, yes, and there are traps. Really painful traps, actually. That took a lot out of me. Man. I don't know if Bolt does anything to him. Gimme. What do you got? Blood vials. That is no good. That is not what I came for. That is not what I came for. But I'll take them, I guess. Blood vials are always good. Always good to have. There's another trap there. Let me see. Where's the... Ooh, Wandering Nightmare. Come here. That's a nice one. Oh, there's way too many of them. Let's not tempt that much fate. One's wisdom. Oh, whoa, and I died. See? That's hubris right there. All right, let's go get those back, because that was a lot. Let's get that back, and then we will be on our way. Oh, big room of Celestial Emissaries. Alright. Got it. Alright, who's got them? Weapon at risk. Oh no. Better get that repaired soon. I think I noticed that last time I played and I forgot to do something about it. Let me see. Does it tell me here? It does not tell me here. Oh, 59 durability. That's not... I mean, it's nice to warn me, but I don't think we're anywhere near the point where we have to worry about it. Who are you? Prospector Gremia. Oh, stop. 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 Damn it. Damn it. 130-some thousand echoes lost. Ugh. Well, I guess those are gone. Son of a bitch. Well, at least I used some of the upgrades to... and look, this guy's got my echoes now. You. You guys. Yeah, the room's designed so that you fall into the traps. It's not the enemies that are supposed to kill you, it's the traps that are supposed to trick you. But that darn wolf. He did me dirty. Alright, so there's the boss door. See how he's trying to get me into the trap? I think you owe me more than 3 blood vials, sir. I think while I have the fire, I probably could still take out a couple emissaries. I think that's the door I need to go in. No, it's out anyway. This weapon is not nearly as powerful as the saw cleaver, but the range is longer. These guys are a little grabby. Alright. Come on. Get out of... Oh my god, I'm stuck. Totally stuck. Ridiculous. That was so cheap. Alright. I gotta stop fooling around. This is not where I'm supposed to go anyway. This is what happened last time, and then I couldn't get to them because the wolf got me. So, I'm walking... I'm, playing with a lot of echoes here. Alright. I guess let's go back to our weapon. And I would like those echoes back. Just like the water professors, I mean, these guys can get me once or twice, and then when there's a bunch of them, you can end up being in a bad situation, you know? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to stand in the trap. Not falling for it, sir. I'll have you know. Don't remember where the trap is, and I'm probably going to walk into it, but I will not be doing it right now. Thank you very much. Alright, go lock off. Move back a little bit. I don't want both of you, even though one of you is almost dead. Yeah, I think I'm getting both of you, whether I want it or not. Ah, long reach Steve over here. I love that rally system. Alright, which one of you bobbleheads has my echoes? You, sir. You. No, not you, you. Try to keep the combat in the middle of the room, because that's how they got me. There's like 3 different groups of them. They all kind of ganged up on me in the corner. Come here. There you go. You're the one I really want. Yo, got all the prizes. I'll allow you one hit. I'll allow you one hit. Okay, that's basically what I lost the first time. So, I think it's fair enough to walk away. And that noise I'm hearing is making me think that's the door I need to go into anyway. It's not open from the side. Well, then that is not the door I need to go into. No siree. Blood vial, thank you. Oh, a trap, perhaps? Yep, there's the trap. Tricky, tricky. Ooh, very nice. That'll almost make up for having to get my echoes. Oh, get out of there. I thought it was a whole bunch of them. Whew. Well, it is, but it's okay. Who hit me? What'd you do? What is that? That's new. It's a new thing you guys have. Ooh. This is the door that doesn't open, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, we nearly got everybody here. I think there's still a couple celestial emissaries over here we need to deal with. Hey. Come on, weapon. Do what you're supposed to do. I wanted to go long to take out more of them, and then it, like, retracted again. Just a little bit more stamina would have been helpful. I wonder if these are considered kin. Maybe that's the problem I'm having using this special gem here. I probably shouldn't come over here, but let's see what we can get. See, I told you. Wow, that was close. Oh man, that would have really sucked. That would have stank to high heaven. That really took out a lot of my health. I think we've covered most of the area. We broke down the traps. Oh, is this what's making the noise? Yes, this is where I need to go. This is the boulder. Alright, so we're gonna go through here and to the left. And then down for the treasure room, I believe. Is there anybody in here? Might be a sucker or something. A sucker. Sounds like a sucker. Yep. Alright. I didn't need that insight anyway. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Alright, get out of there, because I am not in the mood. I have to do this all over again. So the auger hit him, but he's still got the grab on me? Whatever. Whatever, dude. This guy's more powerful than the boss. Seriously, he's taking a lot of hits. And good for him, you know. He signed up for it. He knew his abilities, his talents. He knew what he could do. And you know what? He came and he did them. I applaud him. I applaud him for what he brings to this dungeon. There's my one red jelly that I really, really need. This is Tomb Mold, I believe. Maybe it's Sage's Wrist, actually. Sage's Hair. Okay, sure. Why not? I think I'd rather have a Sage's Hair than a Sage's Wrist, I'll tell you what. 5 Tomb Mold 5s. I think last time when we did 4 flower buds or whatever. There's the other red jelly. That's really what we need. I think 4 was what we needed to make the arcane. So we should be good. 208. 208,000. Let's not walk into the boulder. Gonna crush me? Oh, but I'm gonna get ambushed though by a werewolf. That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. So there's definitely, I mean, I'm using a lot of stamina to get through these guys. So at times it does feel like a depth 5, to be honest. Who you got? We got Madman Waller. Madman Waller is not the best, but he does in a pinch. He does in a pinch, I'll tell you. All right, we can just head back. Cause, I mean, really, we are done. But I'm going to regret this. I'm not going to do the boss fight, but I wouldn't mind hitting the switch. Really getting the sense that these enemies, at least on... Oh, that's actually very useful. What is that? What is this? A bath messenger? Where you can buy stuff? I don't remember this ever being in the Chalices. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Well, I mean, look at Sinister. Ooh. No, thank you. That's probably the whole purpose of having that, so you can do that. I'm going to regret this. I know I'm going to regret this. Let me see. A lot of unknown going on in here. I see a brain sucker at the end, but I guess that is a switch. What is it? 146. I'm just really curious. I just want to know who the boss is. I don't remember who it is. Just trying to figure out if there's anybody else in here. One of these days, I'm going to find one of these things on my own. Without looking it up. I promise you that. I don't know why there would ever be a secret door in... Oh, that got me a little scared. That someone's going to jump out. I didn't know. If I make the wrong move, I'm going to regret it, and I'm going to lose all these echoes. I tried this one, right? Yeah. I'm sure I did, yep. Okay. That is it. I believe. I need to go down the ladder. Even the Stevens are powerful. Yeah, a lot going on there. Are you a trap? I can't tell. Don't see anything. Quicksilver bullets. Really? For that? Yeah. Kind of a meaningless hallway. I mean, the boss door must be close enough. Okay. Then there's the boulder that nearly landed on us. Okay. I guess it's... The boss door must be in this room. Okay, it's over there. Alright, just for fun, let's go... spend our echoes? And then we'll return, do a save, and just see what it is. And if it's something we can beat, then that'll be fun. If not, okay, well, at least we saw it. But it's nearly 2 a.m., so...
At the foot of the great tree. Let me...
Nice. I like it like that. So we've already gone like 5 levels. we'd be at 32. We'd be halfway to 45 pretty much. Again, I mean I can do it if I feel it's necessary. I can do it later.
Good hunter.
I have no idea. I have no idea who the boss is, so let's go check it out. At this point, you know, even if we lose those 6,000 echoes, it's really not that big of a deal. So, I think I'm just going to run into it and see what it is. You guys marching? Doing a parade? Alright. So, now we do not need to worry about any more items. So, go in and... there is none, is there? Yeah, there is no treasure room here. We do have a summons we can use. Who is it? Damien of Mensis. Honestly, not the best summons. But, we have lost a couple insight. But you know what? It's fine. Just for fun, let's see what happens. No idea what's beyond this door. bit of YOLO. Who we got? Looks like a big... Oh, it's a... Abrietis? Oh, Abrietis. Look at you. Totally not ready for this fight. But I have... a friend distracted. You definitely are fighting with different tactics, and this is a really tiny room to fight you in. Ooh, little wormies came out of it. Bolt work better on her. Might. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Stop it. Layman's holding their own, though. They're doing well. Alright, well, definitely entering another phase here. Oh, boy. Ooh, nearly killed him. Oh, look at her fly. Okay, well, probably gonna die here then. Now that we've entered into a stage where she can fly. And she's spitting blood. Well. No. Frenzy? Okay. Looks like I just missed dying of frenzy, so that's a good thing. Give me bone marrow ash. Let's see what it do. Nothing crazy, but still. No. Oh, man. We got lucky there. And there. Almost died. Yeah, that's the end of that. Okay. So, Ebrietis. No real reason to go back in there and do that again, but definitely a different fight than the one from, the optional boss fight from the story. She's got a lot of extra moves there, and she can fly. The room is smaller, and took heck of a lot more work trying to damage her. So I think that fight is going to be one of those where it's not necessarily like Amygdala was in the Defiled Chalice, because we have twice as much health. But I think that's one where you kind of have to come up with a strategy. You kind of have to come up with a strategy on how you're going to take her out. In the room that's like that, you probably want to get Arcane Defense. You probably want to. I think she's more weak to bolt than fire, so that might have been part of it too. All right. So that's that. We'll leave that there. We don't need the little 6,000 that we had. Somehow the game gave us 4,000, so. It's just about 2 a.m. I should get to bed. Let's see just for a minute here. Let's move this chalice. And let's put on this one. So we just need Blood Echoes again, of course. And make the Arcane Haze. We have the Red Jelly. We have the Ritual Bloods. We have the Living String, which we got off of the big brain creature in the game. The one that was shooting Frenzy out in the Nightmare of Mensis that we cut down from the tower, and then all the eyes on it. It was disgusting. But you need that to get into this dungeon, which is crazy. If you don't, I mean, the way they build this game up is just insane. If you play this, and some people do, some people prefer to play it not knowing a single thing. I would hate getting all the way to this point and saying, what the hell is Living String and how do I get it? Looking it up and finding out that, oh, wait a minute, I was supposed to kill that thing and now I can't get back to it. It would have been insane. It would have been absolutely insane. I would have been fuming, to say the least. Intertombs we never really have to do. Ailing Laron, we did the one. We just finished. So yeah. We just need to make the Arcane Haze. And we need to collect the monies, which I have monies. I need to spend money to do this. Let's see. Arcane Haze. We had enough stuff. Probably didn't even need to get the tomb mold, but that's fine. Crack a few cold bloods here. That'll do. Hey everybody. So we're going to do another show and tell. Basically, when I started running through the final Chalice dungeon, I decided to... Basically, I wanted to go in, do a test run first, and go all the way to the Pthumerian Descendant and see what worked, what didn't work, because I felt like I was not going to be able to get even close to getting him down in 50 tries. Well, spoiler alert, I got him down a lot faster than I thought I was going to. So what you're going to see is capture of the entire Chalice. Basically, I got him done, and then I decided to go to the next boss, and I forgot to capture the journey to the switch. So we will talk about that when we get to that, because you will see the path you need to take. I will show you that eventually. So this is basically just straight beginning to end gameplay. The very first thing you come up against is this tank of of a, what are they called? Merciless Watcher, I think. I get a little greedy here. And I die. I left that in just so you could see. Again, not a ton of content removed from here. There are bits and pieces that have been removed, and when we get to the boss fights, I have removed a few of the deaths, a few of the losses to the boss fights, but it's actually worked a lot better for me than I thought it would. This is the final chalice, and if you've already gotten all 3 endings, which we haven't gotten the Moon Presence ending yet, but if you've gotten all the endings, at this point, once you defeat the Pthumerian Queen, you should be able to get your platinum. I decided to do everything for the platinum, except for the Moon Presence, before I touched the DLC. I kept debating whether or not to do the DLC, and the original plan when I started capturing this, which again I wasn't planning on capturing it, but the original plan was to go in and see how badly I did against the Pthumerian Descendant, and if I felt the need, these guys were really wreaking havoc on me, a little gangbang right there. If the Pthumerian Descendant was going to be so difficult for me to get, I was going to go through the DLC so that I could level up quite a bit and then come back and finish up the platinum with everything left after I did all the DLC. But that was not needed at this point. So I know for weeks running through this game and all these other videos, all the streams that I did on Twitch, I kept debating whether or not I was going to start the DLC before I did any of the chalices, start the DLC after I got the first few chalices done. So here it is, the final chalice, the final part of the platinum run. And we have not touched the DLC yet. That is going to be next on the list of things to do. We're going to be streaming that on Twitch, hopefully later this weekend. This is actually recording the audio for this on New Year's Eve. Very early New Year's Eve. Watch out for traps. There's plenty of traps in this dungeon. But this is a fairly direct route to the switch. You're going to see a little cut here. I did get a little turned around. I went for this enemy because every other time that I've fought this enemy, they've ended up rewarding me with like 6+ blood vials. I got nothing this time. So here I accidentally went the wrong way and then turned around. So you're going to see a quick cut here. Because this is, yeah, you're supposed to go over that bridge. I ended up turning around and going the wrong way, but this is the way you want to go to get to the switch in a more direct route. This is the best way to go too, because those guys on the balcony, if you go down below, there's a big merciless watcher, there's a couple dogs. It's not a good time down there, and these guys throw, I think it's Molotovs, or maybe they shoot, they snipe you. And there's nothing really worth getting down below. Ended up going the wrong doorway there. This is what you want. This Merciless Watcher, not nearly as rough as the other 2 or 3 that we came in contact with, and the one that's down below that balcony area that we just left. Or maybe I just get lucky on the stairs. I mean, he definitely keeps hitting me now. I think I was just nice and quick enough. Every single time I'm in this room with the stairs, I'm always checking against the left wall for some reason. I really remember there being an entrance in one of these rooms with stairs on the left wall. And in all the chalices that we've gone into, there never has been. So it must be some other chalice that is unnecessary. Maybe a layer of a chalice that we never had to go into. Here I'm getting a little lost. That was the first room we went into that we weren't supposed to go into. So I went into it again. I'm just looking around here. Taking out some other dudes. Oh, and I fell down anyway. Whoops. That's a faster way to the what's it called? Lantern. Yeah, you know, the lamp. Watch out for these blades, man. If you're a little absent-minded, you could definitely miss them. And they can really cut down your health. You don't want to be giving away blood vials right before a boss fight. And you don't want to die either. So we're all prepared. I went ahead and went back in to the dream, and I did an actual save here. After I think I do it after all this, because the idea was I wanted to try some things out. Actually, I don't know.
Gammon away, go.
That may have been where I made the save, to be honest. I think I edited out the save. I think I wanted to... Because at this point, I wasn't sure if I was going to put all my points into Arcane if I needed to. So my original plan was, if I needed to, I was going to go all the way to 40, I believe it is, or maybe it's 45 on Arcane, to use a Call Beyond against the Pthumerian Descendant. I've seen some gameplay with people using a Call Beyond, and it seems like a powerful enough tool, but I think, honestly, I think with the Pthumerian Descendant and being in that room with all the pillars, I feel like it probably wouldn't be a very effective way to get him, because he can hide behind a pillar, you can miss a shot, and he's also so very fast. He could come up on you and hit you 3, 4, 5, 6 times in a row. A Call Beyond's not going to help you out. That's a long range attack, you know? Oh, I sped this up because I spent way too long looking at blood gems. I was going to repair the Saw Cleaver, but it only needed 10 points of repair, so I figured it's not worth the money. I also put on a cursed blood gem and then realized that it was attacks versus kin to be negative 10.5%, realizing that would really hurt my chances. So I went with the Cursed Tampered Blood Gem 4 that gives you a, I think it's a, we're going to look at it again, I think it's like a 19.5, 20.6, and in versus beasts, it's down 9.3%. Knowing that we're going to go straight into the boss fight, knowing that it's the Pthumerian Descendant, I figured that was probably a good chance to take, and it might not work out, but again, this was all stuff I was just trying. I'm just trying out some different ways. Now we're no longer sped up here. I do have to apologize. In order to get this entire video on SharePlay to be under 80 minutes, I just had to make slight little edits, and I figured you didn't want to sit there for another 5 minutes watching me page through gems, you know. Then we're going to go over to the runes. Usually we have clockwise metamorphosis that gives us what is that, 10 more HP, 15% more stamina, and then usually about, I think normally we use, what is it, Great Lake or Lake, whatever gives us like all damage resistance. I think it's like 5%. Yeah, physical damage reduction 0.3. Um, Maybe it's Great Lake. Yeah, Great Lake, all damage reduction 4%. That's what we normally use. So going into the Pthumerian Descendant, I thought about the fact that this is it's a humanoid, and I know I was planning on trying out a lot of viscerals, doing a lot of parrying and doing a lot of visceral attacks. So what I decided to do was I think I took off the stamina and the Great Lake, and I put them into Claw Mark, which I think increases the damage you do on viscerals. We just saw it there a second ago. And then the other one that we put on gives you more health for pulling off viscerals. Yeah, ups visceral attack, and then this one, visceral attack, restores HP plus 200. So that's what we do. Yeah. So hitting him with taking away more of his HP with the visceral attack with Claw Mark, and getting more HP back with Blood Rapture. So what you're going to see is I'm going to go in, you're going to see my first attempt, and then you're going to see my final attempt. Basically, did I even make a save? I don't think I... Well, I certainly didn't do any saves here. But I go in, I fight him, he kills me. I fight him again, he kills me again. I keep just getting up and going back into the fight. Thankfully, I had hundreds, I guess, of blood vials and plenty of quicksilver bullets. I never ran out of them. My plan was, once I ran out of everything, I was just going to reload the save and try again, try some other things. I only had to battle him a total of 14 times. The first time, you'll see here, 12 other times he killed me, and then on the 14th attempt, I actually beat him. So we went with Phantasm Shell, and I'm sure I'm going to get rid of this Beast Blood pellet. I think we're just going to do the Auger. I do already have it. Okay, well now I do. And yeah, I kept the bone ash on there, just in case we switch to the cannon at the end. Maybe we'd get a cannon hit and maybe take out a chunk of his health. And then I did put fire paper at the very end. So the plan was to go full arcane, and I think there may have been once or twice. We'll have to look at the numbers. I think what we'd have 6 fire paper there. I think we'll have to see if we still have 6 at the end, or I should say 5 at the end, because we will use 1 fire paper at least. So we go in and we use our, the great thing about the Phantasm Shell and the Auger is they're not like a limited amount of times. It's just all dependent on how many bullets. So until you run out of Quicksilver bullets, you can use both of them. So we get Viscerals. The big thing with the Pthumerian Descendant, especially in this second encounter, is when he goes into phase 2, he will stop, he will kind of crouch a little bit, and he will split his weapon into 2. That is your best opportunity. Now here he's getting me on the ropes here, but I think I got some vials used. That's your best opportunity to get behind him and do a charged R2, and then hopefully stun him and get a visceral on his back. What I do find is, though, many times he purposefully goes into a corner or against a pillar so you can't get behind him. I mean, he's a smart boss, I'll tell you. Use the pillars to your advantage. But he can throw those scythes through the pillars, as you can see right there. And they're kind of a boomerang. They hit you going forward, and they hit you on the way back, too. Still, we're getting a decent amount of viscerals on him, even in this first attempt. The auger, when it connects, it's doing a good enough job. I don't think in all 14 instances did I ever stun him enough that I got a visceral right after, but at least pushed him back and gave me a little distance. So keep that in mind. See, I mean, it barely even pushes him back at that point. Maybe it just gives you a little breathing room. I mean, it was effective enough at times. But if you're finding that you want to save your bullets for actual parries, then don't even worry about it. It's a nice security blanket. It's something else. It's another button to push to make you feel like you're doing something. Now, get used to those attacks. Get used to his speed and how many times in a row he hits you. The other pointer for him is, see, here's where you want to get behind him. But he always makes sure he's far enough away from you or he's against the wall. It did not work for me that time, that's for sure. If you're going to dash to avoid getting hit, dash into him. Because his hits have a lot of tracking, and there's a lot of hits in a row. So you want to kind of get behind him or get to the side of him so he doesn't hit you multiple times. I mean, for the first attempt, this is not bad so far. But you will notice in the second phase, parrying him is a heck of a lot harder. And look how many hits that was in a row. I mean, he just unrelenting. So I decided, instead of doing a USB save and just reloading and doing over and over again, I wasn't planning on having any success, so I just kept getting up and going back into the fight, and just getting a feel more for his attacks, getting a feel more for when he can be parried, when to use the auger, if at all, and whether or not the Phantasm Shell really worked well. So this is attempt number 14, and this is a successful attempt. You'll see me eventually get my echoes there, but it's 0 echoes. I stopped trying to collect. I don't even remember if I had many. You see me there trying to dash into him. Oh, there. Ooh, actually, there you go. That auger did give me a little bit of a visceral chance. Knocked him back, too. Gave me some space. Moving this far away was probably a bad idea, because we were very close to him going into phase 2. But I did feel like distance was the best policy. Ooh, another visceral. Yeah, see, now he's getting ready to do it. In a corner, not too bad. If I had the Phantasm Shell, I might have actually been able to take more of his health there. So I was trying to go for another Phantasm Shell, and I have a little panic with the menu items, and so I land on Fire Paper and decide, okay, fine, Fire Paper it is, and it did look like I used one. If we were at 6, but now we're at 4, so maybe I tried one Fire Paper in one of the other 12 fights. Dashing to the side, and we get enough hits in, and we take them out. Get a Tempering Damp Blood Gem 6. I think I'm going to go and look at that, and I might even end up putting it on, because we definitely want to change out that gem that we put on for this fight, because the next boss is a beast. Showing the stats here, just because I was so surprised it worked, I was like, well, I better capture this, and I don't know how much of it I'm going to get, so let's go ahead and show what we have here. 53, 43 on strength, only 27 arcane. Like I said, who knows if the Call Beyond would have even worked with all these pillars and how fast he moves. Down to layer 2. So as I mentioned before, I think I go back to the dream here, and then stop the recording, or maybe I stopped the recording before I hit the dream. But I went back in, I made a beeline to the switch, and then a beeline to the boss door, and then I exited the game in order to do the cloud save and forgot to capture the video on the PS4. So unfortunately I don't have my initial route to the boss. So what you're going to see here is I think it was the first attempt that I captured of the Bloodletting Beast fight. You're going to see one failure, and then you're going to see me go all the way all over the place on this layer, and I will show you where the switch is and how to get to it. A fairly direct route to it, but as you can see, this was not my first attempt on the Bloodletting Beast, and it will not be the last, that's for sure. So this is the Bloodletting Beast, but he's also headless. We encountered the Bloodletting Beast, I think in like the second Chalice that we were in. Maybe the lower Pthumerian. He was in one of those giant arena ones. And he had a face, but now he doesn't. This boss is actually very similar to a boss in Sekiro, but not nearly as cool of a fight. You'll see what I mean in a minute. There you go. Now he looks like a turkey, but he's got a giant worm sticking out of his head now, or his neck. So the idea with the Bloodletting Beast was fire. I'm trying to remember. Do I have the flame sprayer? I think I have it out. Yeah, I'm gonna use the flame sprayer here and see what it does. I also have antidote equipped, which I don't think I have equipped the next time we fight him, because when he gets in a stance and he kind of shoots out these little darts, they're rapid poison. Honestly, with rapid poison, there's not a lot of sense in using antidote, because rapid poison pretty much takes your health out as you get hit with it, you know. It's not really something you can use an antidote to save yourself from losing. the HP. You may as well just use a blood vial instead. Here he stomped on me. So, basically, the failure was because I was just trying to get up in his grill and just trying to attack his legs as much as possible. I was being a little greedy, and I was just kind of button mashing at that point. I don't think I ended up using the... Okay, I do have both. I have both attempts here. Okay. Oh, wait. No, I don't. Never mind. This is the path. This is the path. So, did I use the flame sprayer there? I don't know. I missed it, but so I attempted using the flame sprayer. The flame sprayer was at +7, I believe. And I thought about you. I in some of the attempts I used oil urns and Molotovs. Really, no effect. Really. I used bone marrow ash and the cannon on 1 or 2 of the fights, and it didn't clean out enough of his HP. I mean, if you get him down to just like the very minimum, I'd say, you know, use the cannon at the last minute. But what I do here is I'm gonna end up getting a ton of blood echoes, and we're gonna level up majorly. But we're also going to level up the flame sprayer just one, because I didn't have enough chunks to go to +9, I believe. I think we go to plus. I think we're at +7. I think we go to +8. But in the end, I didn't really see enough of a result with the flame sprayer. This room is a pain in the butt, because there's 2 or 3 gargoyles, and they're just chilling there, hiding in the wings, and then the 2 dark crystal little looking fire shooters here. One hit of those fireballs, man, it's like half your health, at least. I probably get hit at least once here. You'll see it. So, what I should probably explain is, what this is I was basically scouring the entire layer to see if there was any summons. There was definitely none in my direct path from the lamp to the switch and then to the boss door. He does get me here. So I was just curious, because I felt like I was getting close enough to killing the bloodletting beast on my own, but if I had like an extra pair of hands in there, or at least a distraction, so I could maybe whack at its legs a little bit more with fire paper. Watch, there's a big trap in here. I end up forgetting it's there for a second and end up stepping on it. It's like, oh, don't get hit by that trap. There's also, I mean, if you don't step on the button, you can avoid the blade, but the button's pretty big. The other thing, when you come to this point, if you play this way, and you back up into that hallway again, make sure you don't back up so far that you end up getting hit by the blade while you're avoiding some of these guys, because some of these dudes are hard. So what had happened was, as I said, I was scouring the layer for a summons, and I came through half the layer, probably more than half the layer, and then I got to this point, and the cloaked enemy, not the regular dude that you come into contact a lot in the Chalice, but the guy with the giant sword. You can see his eyes glowing. He killed me when I was over here. Oh, he has a crossbow. Never mind. Not a sword. I was trying to get one of them to come down the ladder so I could take them out one by one. But anyway, I had a good bit of echoes before I got killed by this dude. And then I end up cleaning out the rest of the layer. So by the end of this, you're gonna see me with nearly 500,000 echoes. So there's something to be said about that, you know. If you're running into trouble, you really don't need those root chalices that give you 83,000 each time. Just go through this layer once or twice, and you'll have enough to go. I think I end up going like 5 levels, putting 2 or 3 in vitality and strength each, being able to have enough to upgrade a weapon, to buy a bunch of supplies. Yeah, it definitely worked out well in my favor. So as long as I can kill this guy. So he's gone. We get 181,000 echoes back. So now we're already at almost 250,000. And slowly but surely I proceed to clean out pretty much the entire level. Wandering Nightmares in here, they often yield 5 or 6 level blood gemstones, so feel free to go after them when you can. I mean, there's still the possibility you might get chunks. So this is the giant open area, and if you want a direct route to the switch, you actually could just stay on the balcony area. I think I'm probably gonna go. Yeah, you can go from the balcony. You can take that kind of strange elevator with the gargoyles and the dark crystal fireball throwers. And if you want to, you could go underneath the elevator that's in the middle of the room, and it will lead you to the bottom. Well, so yeah. Anyway, so here we are. You'll see. So I go under. So this is the direct route. So when you get into this room, just go all the way under here and go through this kind of broken bars here on the one side. I'm just checking to see if there's any summons. When I get to the switch, I'm going to make a direct route back to the boss door, so you'll get a little bit better understanding of the path. But pretty much take when you come to that kind of mud room that's above where the gargoyles and the fireball throwers are, just go under the platform in the middle, and you'll come down to this bottom layer. We also could have gone down the steps from the layer where we fought the Merciless Watcher and the crossbow guy and everything. We could have come down these steps. I didn't realize there were steps because I was looking at the wrong side. But I figured, you know what? Why don't we just keep looking for summons? Yeah, so you could even come down here. If you just drop down and fight those gargoyles and fireball throwers, and come out to this courtyard, you just either fight through everyone that's there or run past them and go down those steps. I was just checking for summons on the corners here. Pretty simple dudes, kind of standing by the pillars, and then these guys, these little miners, they won't really do much to you if you don't get close to them. They can knock you pretty silly with their axes if they do get a hit on you, but they keep working until you get really close, so you can take them out fairly easily before they they aggro on you. I was just checking for other rooms. I figured this dungeon has to have a secret room somewhere. But it definitely wasn't on this level. What I don't show you here is there is a treasure room. And now I don't remember where it was, fortunately. Sorry to say. But in there was some ritual blood 5s. There was some red jelly. I think that was pretty much it. Here's a wandering nightmare that I take out and get a blood gemstone. And then I thought I was heading towards the the switch, and then I got all turned around. Alright, so this is the room with the switch. There is a ton of dudes in here. There's a merciless watcher. There's like 2 or 3 rats. The rats at least are your worries. So it's best to bait 2 or 3 of these guys out. Oh yeah, and the merciless watcher is a naked roly-poly guy. A little easier to take out than those hooded merciless watchers that we came into contact earlier in this dungeon, but still can be a a fun time. I mean, he is not wearing any clothes, so he will roly-poly all the way to you. And his giant mace will do a little damage. We still have 1 or 2 little peons over here. Almost glitched through the wall there. A little harder to parry. Probably could have tried parrying. So I got about half my health, but I got it back. Well, I got some of it back, and then I used the blood vial. Nothing. Yeah, so the area is, the treasure room is past a bridge. Already unlocked because, as I mentioned, I'm just kind of running through this whole area after attempting the boss a few times, so I'd already opened the door, but I wanted to show where that was. Again, watch this guillotine here. I was paranoid. Even though I didn't hit the switch, I was like, what if it does? And then I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do here. But there is a button to call the elevator up. So here's this muddy little balcony. Clay, I guess you could call it. So we came in here from the top area of this courtyard. I think the entrance is opposite from the exit, so I think we have to go all the way to the other side here. And just because he was the last guy on this layer that I was fairly certain I let live, well, I guess I'm sure there was probably more people in the treasure room area that I didn't go back and kill this run. So now we have 402,000 blood echoes. And I didn't really point it out, but when you come into this area, when you go up those steps in order to get to the switch, make sure you hang out in the first little window area there, because there will be a fire, a giant flaming boulder running toward you down the stairs. I didn't really mention it when it happened on the video earlier, but watch out for that. So you're going to see me sell a lot of the Chalice dungeon items that we no longer need, because we're in the final Chalice dungeon, and all these ritual bloods and all this other stuff, we don't need it. So I go ahead and set all the ritual bloods. And I think at the tomb molds, when I get to the red jelly, I'm like, I don't know if I should sell this, because red jelly is really rare. It's only one for 600. It's not worth it. I probably could have sold those. Oh, I do sell the eyeballs. Okay. And once I got to the red jelly, I was like, you know what? I think I have enough. Maybe the yellow backbones. If I sell them, I think at this point I was like, okay, I think I have enough. 644,000. I have enough. So that was an extra 200 and almost 250,000 that I made just by selling random dungeon materials. And I still had more I could have sold. With that, we go 1, 2, 3. Decide against it. And do 4 or 5. So we go from, I think I was, 54 and 43 to 56 and 46. I go up 5 levels there.
Farewell, good hunter.
I decided to replenish my blood vials since I used so many of them in the Pthumerian Descendant fight. I figured I owed myself to replenish. I grabbed a few more beast blood pellets since I spent all my money. I was like, well, maybe I should refill some of these too. I have yet to crack open any of those Great One's knowledge, or Great One's wisdoms, or Madman's knowledge. So if I ever need any more insight, I have a ton waiting for me to use. So I go ahead and bring this up one. If I had 3 more chunks, I would bring it up to 9. I would have definitely tried it out, but I ended up not using it in the final fight, but I figured now's a better time than any. Why not? There's going to be a massive amount of chunks in the DLC, so if I decide to level something else up, I'll be able to do that. This is the one that we just got. Oh, actually, no, it's not the one that we just got. We got a 5. Either way, we put it on. Yeah, we go back to, I think we just go back to the way that it was before. I still don't understand add physical attack. What's the difference there than physical attack up? I don't get it. Okay. So I end up going with the cursed. The one that gives 19.3%, I believe, and attacks versus kin are down like 9.3% or something like that. So it's just a slight boost in our attack. I switched to beast. Okay, so that's important. So that form of beast gives you a plus 50 on transform. So the basic plan that I was going in with was, keep up the fire, fire paper, maybe flame sprayer if we can make it work, and then beast blood pellets, and just be aggressive. So with the beast, is it called beast? Yeah, the beast rune that gives you 50 plus on transform. Basically, that acts kind of like an additional boost on the beast blood pellet. The more hits you get in succession, the more damage you do, but that also means the more damage you take. And I know I've mentioned this quite a few times in the last few videos, and I didn't mention it enough in the videos before that. It's risky, but it's all about risk versus reward in this case. And you'll see it does pay off. I was just kind of contemplating spending more insight on chunks to get my flame sprayer up to plus 9, but in the end I decided not to go with that. So the other thing that I haven't mentioned yet with the bloodletting beast, with the headless bloodletting beast, there are 2 or 3 approaches you can take with this fight, and I tried all of the approaches. I struggled more with the bloodletting beast than I did with the Pthumerian descendant in this run, which was very surprising to me. Again, only 12 fights with the Pthumerian descendant were removed from this video, so 14 altogether. With the bloodletting beast, I lost count, but it was definitely 2 or 3 play sessions, like literally 3 nights in a row at least. Maybe not even in a row. I went in, I attempted to fight him a couple times, and YouTube was throwing me video suggestions because I was working on my notes, and I was also looking over here to see if there was any new summons. I did change my devotion rune to see if anything showed up, but so we go in with fire paper and beast blood pellet right away. The other approaches you can do, you can stay in the front. It's risky, but especially when he does his poison dart attack, you can get a good charged R2 on his neck, and it's possible to stagger him with that. So we got Beast Blood, we got the Beast Rune. So every hit we do is gonna hurt, it's gonna take more of his life out each time. Here he's doing a poison dart, so we do a quick swipe. We didn't get the charged R2 there, and hopefully I can show that at least once here. I don't think, okay, here's the dart again. Still not a charged R2. I think both times I was so far away, I was just afraid I wasn't gonna make it. He's also staggered here too, so. Those, okay, the worm's out, now he looks like a turkey. This is another thing too, he's blind. So if you get far enough away from him, you can definitely take a step back and get a breather. But you gotta learn his moves if you're gonna stay in front. When he swipes with his left arm, it's really hard to dodge. You kind of have to dodge at the perfect moment. But when he swipes with his right arm, you can dodge kind of into him or to the right of him. I'm trying to think of my directions here because it's like opposite of what we're watching. And then you can get behind him. But I prefer to stay behind him for most of the fight. You have to watch his stomps as well. He does jump back a lot. He does kind of pound down and can get you. And then in the second phase, the worm can get a couple bites on you. One of the fights that I removed, when he went into his second phase, he did like 4 or 5 claws in a row and just took me out. There was nothing I could do. But we have him down on the ropes here, and we just a couple more hits and we get him. Stay aggressive. Beast Blood Pellet, Beast Rune if you're feeling really lucky. We do get 2 more chunks, but we don't get enough to upgrade the fire sprayer at this point. But we're not going to need the flame sprayer, really. I doubt we'll need it in the DLC either. A lot of the beasts we fight, well, one of the beasts we fight is already on fire, so that's not going to help us. So that's the Headless Bloodletting Beast. He's done. Fire Paper, Beast Blood Pellets, Beast Rune. Staying aggressive, working on his back legs, his hind leg, especially the left leg. Took him out fairly well. Of course, this is the very last layer. Here's a look at my stats again. I didn't really need to do because you saw all the work I was already working on in the dream. Yeah, I had the cannon equipped instead of the flame sprayer, but I ended up not using it. I did have bone marrow ash loaded up just in case we got the opportunity to do a final cannon shot. I mean, and we had him on the ropes so much that we probably could have done that instead, but one hit took him out. So we are near the end here. All we're going to do is make a beeline to the switch and then head right into the fight with the Pthumerian Queen after we change out our blood gemstone and our runes, I believe. I think we go with just the standard 18%. Hopefully I don't spend as much time as I did on the last one. 19.5. Yeah, that is a new one. 20.3, 19.5, and 18. I think we stick with that. Okay. And then we're gonna go put I think Great Lake maybe. And then I wasn't sure which devotion rune I needed because the plan was I was going to go in and try it on my own first. And then I was going to use a specific summons, which might not change based on which devotion rune you have on. Right now, we have Impurity on, and it does end up working out for us. We have enough so we go up one more Vitality.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the...
I think I wanted to see whether or not... I think I'd probably look at the Flame Sprayer. Yeah, I was like, well, I got 2 chunks, but not enough. I could buy one more, but I don't need the Flame Sprayer for the Pthumerian Queen. So the Pthumerian Queen, you will see, is a ton more easier than the last 2 bosses. And typically, I wouldn't even think to include the Bloodletting Beast in that. I would say, the Bloodletting Beast and the Pthumerian Queen are so much easier than the Pthumerian Descendant. But the Pthumerian Descendant ended up working out for me a lot quicker, and the Bloodletting Beast, Headless Bloodletting Beast, ended up taking longer than I expected. So, tables were a little turned there. I mean, I guess it all depends on your playstyle and how much time you spend on this. I've been off and on playing this. So I probably got a little rusty and out of practice, you could say. Why am I just hanging out here? Oh, I think I'm pulling up my notes and making sure I know exactly where I'm going to get to the switch. I think I decided to not bother watching, not bother mapping it out. I think I just end up making it up as I go along. But anyway, so the Pthumerian Queen, the big thing you need to know about her is that she has an attack. Oh my god. Why am I still standing here? I might cut this out too. Okay. Well, whether or not I cut any part of that out, I'm going to save the tips for the Pthumerian Queen until this point, because that was a little too long to be standing there. Anyway, the Pthumerian Queen, the big thing about her is her attacks are quite different than a lot of the other enemies or the bosses. One attack that she has is you'll hear Murgo, the baby, cry. When you hear Murgo cry once, that is your warning. It's your warning. The second time you hear the baby cry is when the Pthumerian Queen will entrap you in that kind of blue ring that the brain suckers use sometimes, and you'll be kind of held into place and you'll be stunned. You won't be able to move. She doesn't do too much damage to you when you're kind of stuck in that position. I mean, again, she doesn't hit that hard. She doesn't do nearly as much damage as the last 2 bosses will do to you. Do I try to go for that Wonder Nightmare? I don't. I focus on going straight to the switch. Watch out for these scorpions, though. They can definitely get you. and whoever was sniping you right there. Um, so her one thing that you have to watch out for is with the baby cries, is she'll kind of freeze you up and put you in a position where you could receive a lot of damage and not be able to do anything about it. The second phase, I think she has 3 phases. When she goes into her second phase, she's going to clone herself into two clones. The best thing to do in phase 2 is to use your hunter's pistol and lock on each version of the queen and fire off one shot. If it's a clone, that one shot will get rid of the clone, and if it's her, you'll know that it's her. You'll see in my first attempt, I'll go through each of the versions of the boss, and if the pistol takes them out, they're gone. If I find the queen, I'll usually attack her. If you don't get rid of all the other clones, they will stick around and they will attack you while you're trying to take out the actual boss. So you may want to focus on running around and taking everybody out, all the clones out first, just so you can focus back on the queen. Or you can just take her to phase 3. Phase 3, I think she has just different attacks that she does in phase 3, unless it is only 2 phases. Well, we'll see in a minute here. So I hit the switch. We're just running right back. I was being very careful. I felt like there had to be one of those little sneak attacks from above, but the blobs did not get me. There was no blobs in this one. Over here is Prospector Oleg. I never found Prospector Oleg to do enough for me. The other summons we will talk about more in the second fight here. But the summon that's over here, I think I show it. Yeah, Queen Killer. We have used Queen Killer in the past, and when you use Queen Killer in this fight, you realize why it's called Queen Killer, because they are a huge help in this fight. We're going to attempt this fight first on our own, though, and you will see me on my very first. I just did a cloud save there. That wasn't an edit. Like, I fought this boss a million times before. This is literally the first attempt at this fight. We have Fire Paper, and I think we even still have Beast Blood. Yeah, I mean, Fire Paper isn't going to really do much for you. Beast Blood, just so that we can increase the damage. Her attacks are, well, it's all blood, so maybe it's blood tinge, I don't know. So there's the first baby cry. You can see her various moves. She sprays blood in different ways. See, you gotta back out when she does that. She does little AoE attacks. So here we go to phase 2. Maybe phase 3 is when she clones. Also, there she got me in a hold there. So this is the clone stage. Whether this is phase 2 or phase 3, you make up your mind. But Um, so that's the real queen there. So in this phase, she does use her weapon a little bit. And as you can see, the clones are helping her. She will kind of vanish and start again with the clones. So there's the real queen. She does catch me. That's another attack that you can see. Yeah, you really, it pays to take out the clones. It really does. You don't want to get hit from the side or from the back. I should be backing away because there's way too much at stake here. I mean, this isn't successful in the end, so it looks like I do focus on clones, taking them out first. So it looks like a rapid poison attack. So as you can see, again, first attempt, we have her down this far on the first attempt. So definitely nothing that's going to really test you, but as you can see, I went from a full health bar to nothing fairly quickly because I didn't focus on taking out those queens. So what the clones. So what we're going to do in the second attempt is we're going to bring in Queen Killer. And unfortunately, Queen Killer gets the final blow on the Pthumerian Queen, I believe. But I did want to leave that first attempt in there, and I did want to try it out once on my own. Again, first attempt, we were very close to taking her out. If we were a little bit quicker on the defense there, and if we would have taken those clones out a little bit better, I think we probably would have been able to focus on taking her down on the first try. But we're going to bring Queen Killer in. He's got that, it's basically an amped up Alfred. He's got Alfred's weapon, Alfred's helmet, and he's got a cannon. And he will use that cannon quite a few times. Let's see what he's doing with that cannon. I did worry while I was doing this about whether or not Queen Killer was going to shoot the cannon and I was going to suffer from all splash damage. I don't see that happening here. I mean, it doesn't end up happening in this fight, but I imagine it's a possibility. So we're already really near half of our health gone already. 3 cannon shots from him, a couple swipes, and then everything else I did. Should take at least a little credit for it. So now we move on to the next stage. He's going to start cloning. I'm going to take each of the clones out. As long as I can lock on them. So again, with the rapid poison, antidotes aren't really going to help you out, but I guess if you want to have them just on standby, maybe they'll save you in the end. You see how quickly she's brought down with both of us together. This is what did me in last time, was I didn't take the clones out fast enough. I kind of shoot those. I mean, I am nearly dead here. I get just enough respite. I can heal up. I wanted the killing blow. Unfortunately, I did get a little greedy. I want to get in there for the final blow, and unfortunately I get frozen yet again, and Queen Killer gets the final blow. There is the trophy popping. Obviously, on the PlayStation 4, they do not record the trophies, but I can insert the screenshot from the trophy and you get a Yarnum Stone. That's your reward, and that is the Chalice Dungeons completed. And the Pthumerian Queen trophy awarded. Here's my stats again. I'm showing everything off here just in case just in case the leveling up in the dream didn't get captured, but it did. I never ended up putting on my cannon, but that would have probably also helped. Bone Marrow Ashen Cannon probably would have done her in. I mean, from afar, you don't want to get too close to her. So a cannon fire would have probably really done well, you know, by myself or with the Queen Killer. I would have finally gotten that final blow, but oh well. So that's it. I'm gonna show you the. I'm gonna show you what we got there.
Very well.
I think we're enough, yeah, enough to level up once more to level 143. We will more than likely get to 200 by the time we're done with the DLC. Is it here? Oh, it's red jelly. Yeah, it's in the keys, the Yarnum Stone. Sacred heirloom left by Yarnum, the Pthumerian Queen. The Queen lies dead, but her horrific consciousness is only asleep and stirs in unsettling motions. I did not research to see if that actually unlocks anything. I don't remember it ever doing anything for me, but with this game, usually it does something. Well, that was the final Pthumerian Ihyll Chalice. I hope these the guides through the boss fights and getting to the switch and back to the boss door was helpful enough. And again, if you're feeling a little underpowered and you want to level up, running through the entire layer, especially the second layer, will definitely award you enough echoes to really pay off in the end. So hopefully that helped. And stick around. Tune in to twitch.tv/imaginary_completionist for my run through the DLC, which I'll be doing probably later on this weekend when this YouTube video goes live. And until next time, take care.